This is the original Oyakodon. It was Golden Week again, and our long spring holiday was pretty much just like 2020's. Tokyo was put under yet another state of emergency as the government tries to figure out how to vaccinate at a meaningful scale while also trying to put on the Olympics. So that meant no traveling and just staying put. The workaround? Staycation and eat. We started things off with some coffee at Nell, an artisan craft chocolate cafe in Hamacho. It's an area that seems to be up and coming as some of the modern creative renaissance trend going on in the nearby Kiyosumi Shirakawa neighborhood is slowly spilling over. After some coffee and chocolate sweets, we checked into our hotel. The Hamacho Hotel is pretty new and is part of the recent wave of concept hotels popping up all over Japan. It's very nicely designed and has a few sitting areas in the lobby. Our room was a little different from the usual, especially with the sunken bed area. One of the great things about it was that it had a huge bathroom and tub. This is something really rare in Japan. There's also a nice little terrace area, which is also not common in Japanese hotels, but of course there was a good Japanese toilet. And overall, it was pretty reasonably priced. For dinner, we walked over to get some yakiniku at Itadaki. It's a small place that's rated the full 3 stars as a very popular yakiniku spot by Japanese food app Ready. They're known for their Kobe and Tajima Wagyu beef, and everything, the harami, gyutan, even the scrap cuts, was really good. Something they're known for is their uni wrapped in a thin sukiyaki-styled slice of beef. One of the staff members came over to do this for us, which I'm glad that he did. It was super good. And I know this doesn't appeal to everyone, but their raw beef tataki topped with truffle and uni is also famous here, and to be honest, it was just delicious. Definitely recommend it. And we just kind of lounged around for the rest of the evening. The next morning we went to German bakery Tane and had some breakfast. After checking out, we already had to get ready for lunch because we knew this place tended to have long lines because of how famous it is. The outside of Tamahide restaurant looks like it's part of a Japanese castle or something, but it's a restaurant credited as the original server of Oyakodon. Now, Oyakodon is mainly known to be chicken and egg mixed together on top of a bowl of rice. They first opened in 1760, which means they've been in business for over 250 years. That is insane. So the restaurant was actually a higher-end shamonabe or gamecock hot pot specialist. In the late 1800s, they noticed that people would put the remaining food from their hot pot on the rice and mix it up. And that's kind of how the idea came about. So they tried it out, and from my understanding, they actually got bashed for it because putting food on rice like that was considered to be low class and peasant-like. But people secretly enjoyed it, so they deliver the meals to them at home. Fast forward to today, and they've got crowds lined up outside usually. Now, it's a bit pricey, but I feel like being able to eat a dish at its original historic location, especially one that goes back hundreds of years, is such a privilege, and I'm glad that I went. We spent the afternoon walking around the neighborhood. Ningyocho, which literally translates to Doll Town, is located near Nihonbashi and retains some of the old Tokyo charm. The area was an entertainment district in the 17th century, so it's an interesting area to walk around as it has a lot of buildings that dates back centuries. Our staycation came to an end just like how it began, over some coffee and flan pudding at a place called Unison Taylor. Now, of course, it would have been great to travel abroad or see someplace far away, and here's to hoping that opportunity comes sooner than later, but it's nice to be reminded sometimes of what you have in your local area as well.